What's up everybody, my name's Zach, welcome to my channel. Today I want to give you, in my opinion, the 5 best features of the new Sony A6600. Real quick before we jump into the video, if you haven't subscribed, consider doing so. I make camera related videos and tech related videos, and if that's something you're into, it would really help my channel out and I would love to have you following along, so do that if you like. So this is Sony's newest flagship APS-C camera. The A6600 is the follow-up to the A6500 and kind of like a big brother to the A6400, the dumbed down version, I guess you would call it, of the APS-C sensor lineup. This is an amazing little video camera. It's got so many features in here for video. You could compare it to a full frame camera. Really the only difference is the sensor size. Everything else it can do, and sometimes even do better. So jumping right into it, the very first feature that I think is amazing in this camera is the new battery life. The 6600 is the only one in the new lineup that has the Z-type battery, which is the same battery that runs in the A7 III. So it's double the size of the previous models, and it can get over 2 times as much battery life. That is just awesome, because one of the only complaints I had from the previous generation I had the 6500 was the battery life. I think it was rated for 310 shots, and this Z-type battery in the 6600 is rated for 720. So it's just a little bit above double what the battery life would be in the previous one. And that is one of the coolest things about this camera, is how long you can record or use the camera without having to go and buy 5 more batteries, because that's how that always is with Sony. Which brings me to my second best feature of the A6600, and that is the grip size. So to accommodate the larger Z-type battery in here, they had to make the grip deeper, as far or wider, however you want to say it, for your hand. And by doing that, they actually made the grip deeper than even on my A7S II right here. It's got about the same length, but your fingertips hit the wall right here before they would on the 6600. It's actually deeper on the 6600 for your fingertips, which is awesome. I mean, to be such a small body and have such a larger grip now, you can easily hold your whole hand on that, and I think that is awesome. Thank you, Sony. They flipped the SD card to be facing the correct way, unlike the previous generation. The card was backwards, and every time I put the card in, it was upside down, and I hated that, and I don't understand why they couldn't just do it, you know, the traditional way. And they fixed that with the 6600. Now moving right along with the ergonomics of the camera, my third best feature of this particular model is the flip up screen. So you've got your big grip, and you also got your flip up screen that can come all the way up and see in front of you. So everybody knew that was coming for this video. That is one of the best features of the 6600. And other than battery life, probably the main reason why everybody upgrades to this is for, you know, being able to frame your shots. And thank you for finally doing that. I would have loved to see a flip around screen just like everybody else, but this is all obviously better than no flip screen. Now for the fourth best feature of this camera, it's going to be the eye tracking autofocus. The only other Sony to have that currently, I believe, is the A7R4, maybe the A9, I'm not sure, for sports tracking, but that in this during video mode is awesome. Not only does it has phase and contrast detection and can detect your face movement, it has eye autofocus where it can track your eyeball and is on point. It is very, very accurate. And in some scenarios, it's hard to even run away from it. It's hard to get it to not focus on you. So excellent job on that, Sony. Also, just to note that there were some people saying that you lost the eye tracking autofocus when using a external monitor to record your videos or to see what you're doing, and that is not the case on the 6600. The eye autofocus remains, you know, working while you're using the external monitor with this device, and that is cool. Now to wrap things up, the fifth best feature I think that this camera has, and a lot of people I think are bypassing or not noticing, is this little red record button that they still have not moved. So like on the A7 III, you've got a dedicated button on the back of the camera, which I think all cameras should have. That's my favorite way to hit the record button. But what they did with the 6600 is they allowed you to program your shutter button as a movie record. You can go into your settings and you can switch that to always start, you know, your movie if you're in movie mode. And that way you ain't got to reach around and try to find that. And also you don't have to program a custom button. Like for me, I always program C4 right here with the trash can as my movie record button. So if I'm in front of the camera, I can reach down and hit that very bottom button. And I know I'm starting and stopping my video with that button. So the ability to be able to use your shutter button to start and stop your video, I think, is awesome, and one of my favorite features of the new camera. Alright, so that wraps up the 5 best features, in my opinion, of the A6600. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Later.